Alright, we're back. Next segment. Had to pull over, return a phone call real quick. Just as I was driving into the hood in Racine. It is, right now, as we speak, 37 degrees out. It is Wednesday, March 19th of 2025. And 9:44 p.m. We're under a severe winter weather advisory in the area. I'm in Racine, Wisconsin right now. Had some violent hail earlier, short-lived, only a couple minutes, followed by some rain that was starting to freeze up. And then it all just stopped and got kind of windy and misty, and now it's not doing anything. So, being that I'm in town for the night, figured we'll do something. I was hoping to document the storm, but there is no storm. So right here to the right, this big building, dark building, coming up on it right now, that used to be the famous Totero's Italian restaurant, which was very unique. Turn on to Mead Street right now. We're heading into the hood after dark. Totero's was completely unique. It was like an old school Italian kitchen, hugely popular, run by, as far as I know, an old Italian couple that gave up on it. Maybe one of them died or something. But it was quite the thing, and now it's gone. And they put, I think it was like a Thai food place in there, and that didn't make it. And it looks like they're doing something else with it now. So, Godspeed. We are heading into what we would call a rough part of the south side inner city right now. Mead Street's kind of got a reputation. But it's kind of got a good reputation in a different kind of way too, because of this place right here to the left. And that would be the world famous Wells Brothers Italian restaurant, established in 1921, I believe. Right there. Let me pull over. Right there is Wells Brothers. That place, I've ate there many a times, got some of the best pizza I've ever had. Their pizza has been mentioned like nationwide, like that Barstool Sports or whatever that guy is ate there and gave it a really good rating. It's been in like magazines, like national magazines about food and pizza and stuff. It is quite the gem of a Racine, local landmark slash, kind of a living legend kind of place, Highly recommended. Wells Brothers. Another thing on Mead Street that gets a fair amount of attention, which it does deserve, it's going to be up ahead here. That is Josephine's right there. Looks like they put a food place into that building. That was at the right. Don't know that I've noticed that one before. This block's kind of weird. They cleared out a bunch of property, put a couple churches on the right side. But the other place that's worth mentioning is going to be right to the right here. That's La Tapatia. Excellent, fairly authentic Mexican food, cheap, good. Place has a really good reputation. From here forward, we're pretty much just talking houses, a lot of multifamily places. This block is actually pretty clean. I mean, it's a weeknight, almost 10 o'clock at night in March. I mean, and there's a storm going on, so there ain't much going on right now, but this is not a good area. Like I said, Meade Street's got kind of a reputation in Racine. You'll rarely see it as quiet as it is right now. So there's just not any reason for anybody to be out right now, so. Up ahead of us, that was like 18th Street I just passed. 17th will be the next stop sign, surprise, surprise. But big building in front of us that you see, that is going to be the Frank Lloyd Wright designed, well, not all of it, but it's going to be the S.C. Johnson Wax corporate buildings, some of which was designed and built by Frank Lloyd Wright. Cool stuff, actually. I'll try to see if I can figure out where I can get a good view of the one tower that's particularly famous. But yeah, that's straight ahead. That's what we're looking at, is the S.C. Johnson corporate. And you can see to the right there, that tower, the lit up tower. It's like behind the pine tree right now, but the bright one that's between the pine tree and another building, that's the Frank Lloyd Wright, the really famous tower that, last I knew, it's just being used for like storage. I don't think it's even up to code anymore as far as having people inside it and stuff. But and then those bright lights you see. There's also what they call the Golden Rondelle, which is a really cool looking building. I'll see if we can get a better shot of that. Let me just proceed to, we're going to cut down, we're going to go southbound on Franklin Street. Again, south side inner city here, not a very good area. All of these streets along 16th Street, years ago, they raised all this low-end apartment buildings and stuff, so it's like all these blocks have these big open green areas at the end of them by 16th, where once upon a time these really low-end buildings were sitting. That I think they destroyed all that in like the 80s or early 90s, so. Let's go another block south on Franklin here. It's not okay. I think we get a decent view right here. So up ahead there, it's kind of blocked by some trees partially right now, but I think at the end of the block here, we're going to get a good view of the Frank Lloyd Wright building. See it there, the bright spot that's kind of right in the middle of the camera. Yeah, that's like a historically significant building, if you didn't know that. Now you can see it pretty good. Top of it at least. So yeah, it's one thing that we got going for us here. I'm gonna take you to another street that's close by that it's definitely not the Hood. 16th Street here is not great. It's a whole lot of nothing. Like I said, to the right here, through this whole stretch, it's all just empty lots that they never even made into actual parks or anything, because all of the right side of the road once upon a time used to have these crappy apartment buildings and places that had storefronts and apartments above and stuff like that, and they tore all that down in one fell swoop. And can't remember if it was like the late 80s or early 90s. I mean, it was when I was still pretty young. Not gonna say my exact age, but it's like basically I was in Racine enough as a kid that I kind of like remember it, but being the way it was. But then at some point it was just gone. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and hang a left on Park Avenue here. Park Avenue is kind of like the buffer zone between the good and the bad. Park is kind of mixed. There's still some pretty nice houses. I mean, most of the structures are pretty nice houses, but it's a matter of if they've been taken care of or not, you know, which some of them have and are beautiful still, and some of them have just been converted into multi-unit housing a long time ago, and most of that's not very nice shape anymore at this point. So Park Avenue. I'm going to go ahead and just end this one here a little bit short. Catch me in my next one that is starting right now.